I worked as adjunct professor in Department of Geophysics. Yeah. So today about the earthquake which were felt in our Visakhapatnam, that is around in the morning early hours of 5 o'clock and 5 minutes. So actually this earthquake was whose epicenter is at 10 kilometers depth in the Bay of Bengal, which is situated, it is about 225 kilometers from Kakinada. Actually, this earthquake is due to the plate tectonic movement. So actually, our earth is divided into number of plates. So underneath the surface of the earth, we have three layers. The first one is the crust. It is about 0 to 50 kilometers. And from 50 to about 3000 kilometers is known as mantle. So, and beyond that it is core. And the core is again separated into inner core and outer core. This is the structure of the earth. Actually, the earthquakes are felt here in the mantle. If it is located in the mantle means it is a highly damaged earthquake. But here, today's Visakhapatnam earthquake is, it is a shallow earthquake. So what is the region of this earthquake? So actually our Indian plate, so as far that plate tectonics is concerned, the Indian plate is moving towards north. As this is moving towards north, what happens it is collide with Eurasian plate or Burma's plate. So whenever it is colliding with this Eurasian plate and Burmese plate, definitely there must be a subduction zone, that is fault lines are formed there. Because of that, what happens is the tremors are coming. Tremors in the sense actually in the north Himalaya, you can see that in the north of our India, there that zone is a highly activated zone. That is the seismic activity is more there in that place. Whereas in Visakhapatnam, it is the safest zone. As far as our geophysics is concerned, as far as our seismology is concerned, Visakhapatnam is falling under the zone 2 or zone 3. So in this, there is no problem. But the reason of today's earthquake is actually in the Bay of Bengal, the mountains are present. The mountains are, it is from north to south. So these north to south mountains are having various fault lines. So these fault lines are disturbed together. Whenever they are disturbed, what happens? The mild tremors are formed. So these mild tremors in the form of earthquake, and this is simply a shallow earthquake which was located 10 kilometers at the depth of Bay of Bengal, and it is from Kakinada coast, it is about 225 kilometers. Therefore, what happens? Around that epicenter, the waves are formed. Actually, there are two types of waves, primary waves and secondary waves. If secondary waves are coming out, definitely there will be a more damage. But actually here only primary waves are coming out, so that there is no question of damage of damage of property or loss of life. So actually our Visakhapatnam is the safest, but because of the tectonic activity, tectonic plates movement, these mild tremors are definitely we are getting here in this place of Visakhapatnam and surrounding the Visakhapatnam. Whereas coming to that, North India, about Delhi or some other places, the seismic activity is more. So that whenever there is an Indian plate is moving towards Eurasian plate, then definitely the tectonic plates are due to the subduction zone. What happens is the maximum damage may be occurred in the Himalayan zone and the North India. Whereas here in our Visakhapatnam, there is no particular damage, but the mild tremors are occurring. Occasionally we are getting these mild tremors in our Visakhapatnam. So I suggest that there is no problem to our Visakhapatnam or in South India. Some places are there, the Bangalore, Hyderabad. These are all comes under Zone 2 and Zone 3 as far as this seismic map is concerned. So that our Visakhapatnam and some other places, what I told you just now, that's the Bangalore, Hyderabad and other places in Telangana are also safest zones. Therefore, there is no problem as far these mild tremors which are occurring occasionally in our Visakhapatnam.